Good morning, everybody. We're going to be working on our last lesson for this module, Lesson 5. We are working on page 168 of our module book, and today we're going to be dealing with word problems using tape diagrams in order for us to solve. Now, remember, when we are looking at tape diagrams, we want to find the total, and then we want to try to solve and put together our solution, our problem. So let's begin with this first step here, number 4. On Thursday, the pizzeria used 2 kilograms, 180 grams less flour than they used on Friday. So let's make one for Thursday. I know it's not my total, but it looks like they said that they used, so this is Thursday, but I'm going to put a subtraction sign in this amount because it looks like they used less. So 2 kilograms and 180 grams. Less flour than they used on Friday. On Friday, they used 12 kilograms and 240 grams. So on Friday, boom. This is Friday. It is much larger. They used, for a total of 12 kilograms and 240 grams. Perfect. And then on Saturday, they used 1,888 grams more than Friday. So it looks like, boom, we got Saturday here. It's a little bit larger because they added plus 1,880 grams. Then, boom, then Friday. Excellent. What was the total amount of flour used for these 3 days? Okay. Now, we need to find the total amounts for all 3. We do not know Thursdays. We do not know Saturdays, but we do know Friday's amount. So that is what we're going to use to figure out the total amount of days. So, let's start with Thursday. We know that Thursday is 2 kilograms and 180 grams less than our Friday. So let's do some math with our Friday. So there's our Friday amount. Okay. And Thursday had less. So we're subtracting. And 180 grams. Perfect. Cool. So, what we can do is we can do some simple subtraction here. So we have 0. We have to unbundle. We will make 14. We have 6, and that is 0. Okay. And let's subtract the kilograms. So this we have 0 kilograms here, and that leaves us with just 1. So that means that we have, so this cancels out. We have 1 kilogram and 60 grams. Awesome. Perfect. So, Thursday's amount. Let me change that amount. It is 1 kilogram and 60 grams. Very nice. Now Saturday's amount is 1,888 grams more than Friday. So we have to do some math here again. And I'm actually going to convert this amount to 1 kilogram. 1 kilogram and 888 grams. Perfect. So let's do it. We got 8. We got 12 here. So this is going to be 3 plus 8, so it's going to bundle. So cool, we got 13 and we got 14 kilograms. Awesome. So we have 14 kilograms and 128 grams here. So this amount now is 14 kilograms and 128 grams. Cool. Now we just gotta combine them all. So much fun happening here. So we have them with kilograms. We also have them with grams. So we now can add this up with like measurements here. So I'm going to do my math on the side here. So I'm going to do 14 kilograms, 128 grams, 12 kilograms, 240 grams, 1 kilogram, and then 60 grams. All right. So I have 8, 12, 2, and 4. So 428 grams. I have 7 and 2. So we have 27 kilograms and 428 grams. That is my total. For all 3 days. Not too bad here. Pause the video if you are confused. Go back to rewind to see how I solved each one and kind of converted to a mixed measurement. So kilograms and using grams. Let's work on the next problem. The gas tank in Zachary's car has a capacity of 60 liters. So the capacity means the total, so that we know that the total for his car is that of 60 liters. So Zach's car holds 60 liters of gas. Cool. That's actually horrible handwriting. I am sorry. Let's do that again. 60 liters of gas. There we go. Better. Much, much better. He adds 23 liters, 825 milliliters of gas to the tank. Okay? So he adds this much. He adds this much gas. Cool. Which is 23 liters and 825 milliliters. All right. And it says that which already has 2,050 milliliters of gas already inside of it. So this already has this much gas inside of it. All right. How much more gas can Zachary add to the tank? And that's just this little section here. How much more can he add to this tank? And this is going to be a problem in which that we have dealt with a lot in the past with these word problems. And we have our total, which is 60 liters. And he added gas, he had a certain amount of gas already in there, and what is left. So we are going to add these two and then subtract it with our total. Okay? Perfect. We're going to add these two, subtract it with our total, and we'll get the remaining piece. But to do this, we need to have a common measurement here. It was easy for us to find the common measurement in the first one. This one, I think we're going to just make everything into milliliters. So that means that this is going to become 60,000 milliliters for our total. All right. And then he adds 23,825 milliliters. So this is his addition. So he adds this amount. Okay. And then from here, this is what he already has in the tank. Okay, this is what he already had. All right, so let's subtract this. Let's do it. So this is going to be 5. Okay. We can't unbundle here to subtract. We can't subtract here. We can't subtract here. We can't subtract here. So we have to unbundle from the 6. Let's do it. 5. This becomes 10. But we need to unbundle again to keep on going. So this is 10. We got to keep on unbundling. And this is 10. Perfect. Awesome. So how this is going to work is 10 subtract 2 is 8. Subtract 5 is 3. 9 subtract 8 is 1. 9 subtract 3 is 6. Subtract 2 is 4. And then 5 subtract 2 is 3. And then that's it. Yeah, so 3. So our answer is 34,135 milliliters. Or if you want to convert this to liters, we can. It can be 35 liters, and 35 milliliters is how much gas he needs left to fill his tank. So these two are pretty good. I like these two, and we're going to stop right there. If you do have time, you can finish the last problem, 6, with a giraffe is 5 meters and 20 centimeters tall. All right. So have a good time. I hope this was some easy, simple word problems.